I am the bone of my sword. Woo! Guys, welcome to another Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one is on episode 6 of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, the second season. Sorry. I gotta admit, man, when I heard those words, I was like, holy crap, he's gonna do it, right? We're gonna finally see, his reality marble. See the unlimited blade works. And to be honest, it was kind of lackluster a little bit because it barely showed. It did show the whole area, which is pretty dang crazy, and he explained everything about his the swords, everything there, and he can also make us pretty much a good replication of Saber's Excalibur, her sword, and that fight didn't happen between him and Saber, to which of course I forgot to mention obviously in this episode to save Shido. Saber doesn't have mana right now. She'll disappear if she uses too much magic, and that's why her and Rin are able. They form a pact, so it's now Saber is Rin's servant, and the fight in the reality marble wasn't much. It was pretty much Archer using the swords, kind of like how Gilgamesh did, just having a whole bunch flown at him, and Shido creating swords and breaking them, and then boom, all of a sudden, what happened, right? And he takes away Ren. It was like, what the heck? So, this episode isn't the big action one. Obviously, I thought it was actually going to be. I thought we're going to have Shido versus Archer, but that's going to be the next episode. But I actually really enjoyed this episode because we really got to learn more about Archer's past, about who and why he became the way he is, and that is obviously because he of his ideal. Pretty much he wants to protect everyone. He is, like I've said before, him and Shido are the same person, and in Shido, he always wants to protect people over himself. He wants to make everyone happy and protect them, and that's what he tries to do. This Shido, who is obviously Archer, he tried to do the same thing throughout his life. He tried to protect people, and he wasn't able to do that. Also, he ends up sacrificing himself to become a heroic spirit in the afterlife to protect people more. But they pretty much, his story is about betrayal, betrayal, betrayal. No matter what he did, he ended up, you know, like when he was became a heroic spirit. His thing is like, my body is made of swords, kind of thing, And he's on his hill, the hill that we see in his reality marble. That is his world, pretty much, where he was left off. And there's a whole bunch of swords, obviously, and it's like a like seriously, it seems like I can see why he would want to do this. He wants to kill Shido, so all of that is gone. He doesn't want that to happen. All of the betrayal, everything that happened, people betrayed him, in which in the end he ends up seeing, the error of it, that ideal. He regrets, and that's why he wants to kill Shido, so that none of that ever happens. And it's kind of a selfish thing to do, but honestly, I can see the reasoning behind the whole thing. So that was actually really interesting to learn about his whole past and why he does all this and why he is like this. Because throughout the whole thing, obviously, you don't really know much about Archer, except for the fact like every so often Rin did have kind of like memories. She saw memories of Archer, who Archer was, and all that kind of stuff. But now we really get more in depth on it and why he is who he is right now, and why he's doing all of this. So that was pretty interesting. We do see Gilgamesh, of course, with oh, frick, what is his name? I keep forgetting his name because seriously, Shinji. He's not really like, he's kind of an irritating character, obviously, and they were gonna go and take Rin away, but Archer tells him about his plans with Shido, and the whole thing that after he kills Shido, he can Shinji can have Rin, and he even says if he doesn't accept the thing, he'll kill him and Gilgamesh, and that's a pretty tall order, knowing how strong Gilgamesh is. And Gilgamesh also knows, obviously, who he is. He calls him Faker, when Archer passes by, because as you know, Archer's all the weapons in his arsenal, in his reality marble, they are not real. They're imitations, really strong imitations, obviously, but still not real. They're fake. That's why he called him Faker. and that was pretty interesting in that encounterment. And of course, in the end, this is going to be in the next episode. Cheeto tells Saber that he has to fight him. He has to. He already knows now. He kind of said he knew from the beginning when he first met him, and I mean, it's kind of, when you meet yourself, it's kind of a weird thing. But he probably didn't want to. He was like, nah, that can't be. But there's just so much similarities between them, and as we go in, you can obviously like more and more and more into the season, you could tell who Archer really was and everything. So that was pretty much the episode. I enjoyed it because of the fact that we got more in depth on who Archer is and why he became who he is, and I've already said that before, but yeah, I just wanted to explain that's why I like this episode. Maybe not everyone will like it, but I did like it for that reason. And yeah, I can't wait for next week's episode because that episode is going to be the episode that we get to see Cheeto versus Archer, creating their swords over and over again, fighting like that. Can't wait to see that because it's pretty much, Cheeto versus Cheeto. Pretty much, it's just him fighting his future self, kind of thing. So that would be pretty interesting. Hopefully, a really epic battle because I really, really, like I said before, I love the battle scenes and I can't wait to see how they do this battle. And I'm pretty sure there's, at the end also had Lancer coming in. He said he's gonna help them. So Saber and Lancer I'm thinking are probably gonna end up fighting Gilgamesh. So that's gonna be another cool fight probably to see Saber and Lancer versus Gilgamesh. That would be a pretty crazy thing to see. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom discussion review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. Till next time, guys. See ya.